Well, hey there, boys and girls, ladies and gents, theys and theirs. This is Tara Shapansky from the Polish American Brotherhood and Adam Francisco from Be Free My Sheeple. And you're listening to the T&A Show, the Tara and Adam Show.
What up, what up?
I love our intro more and more I listen to it. I'm like, especially when it's these late night sessions, it just kind of gets you in the mood.
I know, it's such a sexy melody. The voiceover work that you do is so incredible. So we have two breaking news stories. The first news story is that I won my appeal against YouTube. I'm out of jail. That's why we're live on my channel right now, which is very exciting. So that's really cool. I can't believe I beat YouTube at their own game. But secondly, the Jussie Smollett verdict came in. Did you hear the news? Are you up to date on what's going on?
I did. I wasn't paying too much attention on the news, but you just launched Twitter and it's the first thing that's in your face. So guilty on the first 5 charges. What's the one charge that he was not found guilty of, though? I don't know. The articles.
So the charges, he got found guilty 5 out of 6 charges, and they were all different forms of disorderly conduct. Each charge carries with it a 3-year maximum prison sentence. However, because it's his first offense, he'll likely get a lesser penalty, and he might only get probation. So he may never see the inside of a jail cell. Yeah, that is the bottom line.
I mean, when you think about like the impact that he had on people and everything. Now, Adam, I'll ask you your opinion on it, but do you think it merits jail time?
Yes. I think that he needs to. Well, first of all, outside of jail time, this guy pretty much took a major dent in his career. I don't know if his career is ruined because at the end of the day, he's a black gay leftist. And so I feel like because he is part of the party, I think Hollywood will make exceptions for him down the road. As a matter of fact, they'll probably turn this into a Netflix movie and he'll probably become even more famous and more wealthy. But I think because he faked a hate crime and tried to blame MAGA supporters, like put it on a whole movement, I just feel like you can't mess around when it comes to this kind of stuff. Right? Like, think about if it was the reverse. Think if it was a white guy claiming that he was attacked by 2 BLM or 2 black guys and staged the whole thing just to make people hate black men more. Like, that's so sick in the head. That's racist in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know? So I and by the way, the reason why I keep moving off cameras because the dogs
it's completely sick in it, especially like you think of how. Oh, they're saying that I'm checking on the messages. So, hey guys, how's my feed coming? It says it's lagging a little bit. I hope it's okay. Am I coming through to you, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I see you, but it's definitely a little laggy and it's a little more pixelated than usual. I guess I should have told you that earlier, but I assumed it would clear up by now.
Yeah, let me see if I can adjust the resolution and put it to a lower res.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'll just take the full screen while you troubleshoot, okay?
Yeah.
Let me go to full screen, guys. So, hey guys, welcome to just a quick episode of the T&A Show. This is just Tara and I kind of reacting to the Jussie Smollett news. And I'll be honest, I'm proud of the jurors. I think that they made the right decision here. And this comes right after the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. So those 2 cases combined, it looks like common sense and logic are coming back into our society through the pendulum. Now, I do think the Ahmaud Arbery trial, the verdict had a few issues. Like, for example, one of the guys who was found guilty, he basically was just apparently taking a video of the altercation. And now he's going to jail for a very long time. That to me is kind of like mob justice is being served there. But besides that, and besides the Derek Chauvin trial, which I don't want to get into right now, it looks like 2021 has been pretty hopeful in terms of justice being served. And what do you guys think? Do you think Jussie's going to have an acting career after this? I think he will. I think it's going to take a few years, but I think he's going to make a comeback. I mean, that's my gut. And really, it's only because he is a leftist. Yeah, so there's some news on the Ghislaine Maxwell is there was a trial tracker on Twitter. I think it was like the Maxwell trial tracker that got banned from Twitter. And that had 500,000 subs, all organic traffic. And they were basically sharing.
Yeah, within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay. It was up. Yeah. That was that. I know that tweet, that Twitter account you're talking about, it was only there for 2 weeks and they already took it down. Evidently it's also, they've had other trials that they've been following and have also been taken down because they don't like what's been tweeted out there.
It's freaking BS. I mean, they're not even like all we're getting from the courtroom are like watercolor paintings. That's what we're getting from the Maxwell trial. And I get it's a federal trial, but still, this to me seems like bullshit. Like if someone's going to go out and share updates via Twitter and they're valid updates, why is that not allowed?
You know, I have conflicted feelings though when it comes to the Maxwell trial, because you're going to have a lot of witnesses that take the stand who are the victims, and so with that, that's going to release who they are as well, and also make it very public. So that's the thing. It potentially could discourage people from coming forward when they have to attest what has happened to them in this nature of this trial. So because I was wondering, is this going to be streamed? You know, is Jussie Smollett's trial going to be streamed? I've been following the Potter trial. I love the fact that that's being streamed. I love the fact that Rittenhouse's was also streamed. But with Maxwell, you know, I can actually see more from like the victim's standpoint, that they're maybe those are the reasons. I don't know the actual reasons why they're not streaming the trial, but I can see that being potentially a thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that makes sense to me. But yeah, back to the Jussie Smollett trial. Do you think that he should see the inside of a prison?
You know, for me, this might not be a popular answer, but no. And the reason I say that is because, all right, what we need to think of things going forward and what's going to be better. Like, I would rather see him have to pay fines to, or you know, he has to do some sort of restitution for, because he impacted the amount of money that they spent investigating. That's an impact to the city. That was resources that was taken away from. This happened in Chicago, right? Like that police force already, that's like a crime capital of the US, if not the world. That's resources that could have been spent solving actual murders that are going on in that city, that was spent on his lies. So I do think a form of like a payment restitution, fines need to be paid there. I would like to see him doing something, you know, something with like helping the communities or more community service. I mean, I know we want to, in a sense, like punish people who do wrong. In which case we do, but in this nature of the trial, like, or the nature of this case, it's like I just want to see something that progresses us to move forward, because we're not going to be able to change things in the past. Like he has to pay for financially for wasting the investigators' time on that, but something just to better the community, and that's what I would rather see. So you know, what's it called? Like creative sentencing, come up with a way to be helping and bettering society, because is he actually going to learn a lesson by being in jail? I don't think that's going to change anything for him. Now, I do see it from a community perspective, though, that we want to discourage anybody from lying about this stuff in the future. So, like, how can we actually address that? How can we prevent this from happening in the future, that the penalty will decrease the chances of anybody wanting to do this? So we do need to balance that out. But is a punishment by going to jail actually going to, you know, do anything more to at least, you know, we got to stop punishing each other. That's different from if it's a murder trial and everything. But in the nature of this case, I don't know, like, is there something better that we can do?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. I mean, you're right. In that regard, is prison going to be the appropriate charge for him? Maybe not. But the reason why I said he should see the inside of a jail cell is just because what you said. I wanted to deter other people thinking that they could create fake hate crimes in the future. Now, you did bring up a good point that maybe he should get back to the community, so that you guys know this guy was getting paid $100,000 per episode. So this guy was making fucking bank. He made more money on one day of shooting a video than most of us make in a year of work. So this guy was the elite. He was entitled. He was well off. He was the 1%. And so you're right. I think he can afford to do something with his money to help the community. So that's a good point on your end.
It makes me think of also, what's her name? The lady from Full House.
Oh, Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren Laughlin. Is that her name?
Lauren Laughlin. Yeah.
With the daughter.
Aunt Becky.
Yeah, Aunt Becky.
I was thinking of that case when it comes to like, oh, should she pay more forward as opposed to like spending jail time, because like the concept of going to jail is like a form of you're supposed to be reformed, but in the nature of the crime, it's like you going to be reformed by it, or is there a better use of resources of the person that we can? Like, I would rather see him sentenced to 100 years of community service than for him to just sit in jail. And I don't know.
But just think about the mindset of guy gets paid $100,000 an episode, and in his mind, he thinks I need more. I mean, already you're an idiot if you think that, because that's a lot of freaking money. Even after taxes, you're getting like 50 grand, right? But secondarily, his method to getting more money wasn't let me take on bigger roles, let me become a better actor. It was straight up, let me make myself a victim. Because one thing we know is victimhood pays in this country. And that's a big problem, in my opinion.
Yeah, because we live in oppression Olympics, that whoever's the big victim is going to be, it's not going to be on your merit, it's not going to be on your skill or anything, but what do you become known for when you are the victim?
Exactly. So to me, it's like we gotta punish that, because we can't have people faking victimhood in order to get and when you're already the elite. He's already the elite, $100,000 per episode. Shit, I would love that. Hey, Empire, if you guys are watching and looking to cast a Mexican who's got a decent body, I could get my body better for you guys. Hit me up. I will do it $10,000 an episode. You could save 90% by going to fee. It's like a Geico discount. And you know what? If you need a Polish Filipino princess who is good with voiceover work as well as good singer, you got Tara too. She'll do it for $5,000 an episode. Right? We don't freaking need 10 grand. Our friend Dave McHale, I don't know whose channel this is. This might be yours. This might be mine. I don't know where these people are coming from. But you can be a victim unless you are a white straight man. That's pretty much it. That's exactly it. Let's read some more comments. MJ, yes, Adam, if Jussie wasn't caught, he would have been the ultimate hero. That's the thing, though. The left literally jumped on this story so fast from the top down, from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris coming out speaking on behalf of Jussie. And basically, they were saying... Pete
Buttigieg, too. They all did. Pete Buttigieg said something. They all weighed in. And then actually, they were asking Kamala if she still stands by her tweets today. And she's like, oh, what tweet? Because she was calling one on her tweet. She was saying that he is, this kind person. And I forget the rest of it. But they asked her if she stands by it. And she's like, oh, I don't remember that tweet.
Wow. That's just, she's trying to play dumb. But the thing is, if you look back at some of the videos from 2019 when this happened, the funniest thing to me was all the talking heads on TV that were basically saying, I can't believe some people are saying that it's a fake crime, that it was staged. There's no way in this climate, this probably was a real... I wonder how they all feel right now. They must feel so stupid. Just like the people who thought Kyle Rittenhouse was a murderer, or that he killed 2 black people at a protest. These people must feel so stupid.
Other cases that this kind of reminds me of, remember that one, I don't exactly remember, but the woman who sent a dog leash or a dog muzzle to herself from her Amazon account. You guys in the chat, if you guys remember this, but there was maybe she was an anchor person, somebody that's on television, I feel, but they basically said that they received a muzzle in Amazon, and so it was a threat to her, and then later it was uncovered that it was actually ordered from her other account, and she forgot that she had this other account and she has no idea. So she was saying how somebody must have hacked into her other account and sent a muzzle to her. But that was another form of when people are like faking it.
I think I pulled it up. I think I pulled the Tara and used technology the correct way. Is this it? Muzzle sent to Tennessee vaccine expert was brought on Amazon account, credit card in her name report.
Yeah.
Fiscus, and her name is Fiscus, which just to me sounds like a dog brand, who claims she was fired for political reasons, said the dog muzzle was a threat. A state inquiry said it was brought with an American Express card in her name.
Wow. So she was trying to say like, oh, somebody must have like logged into my account and bought this for me. Yeah, actually, I have a funny Amazon story that just happened to me. So I've been redoing my studio, working really hard so that 2022 is going to be a kick-ass year for doing a lot of in-studio stuff. Super excited. So I've been ordering a lot of stuff on Amazon, and I opened one package, and then I was like, I don't remember ordering this, and it was underwear. And it was not my size, and it was not cute at all. Nothing that I would wear. And so So I'm like, where did this random package of underwear come from Amazon? And I'm searching through my history, thinking like, did I accidentally order this? Is this actually my mom's underwear? Like, but it's not in my order history. And I'm like, how did this like come to me? And then I started getting paranoid about like, I'm like, who has my address? Because it's not really that hard to find people's addresses. So then I'm like, is somebody like sending me underwear like from, whoever online? And then if so, I'm like, why would they send me really ugly underwear, first
Yeah,
of all?
exactly.
And then
It's
so
gonna be sexy.
yeah, if you're gonna send me underwear, make sure it's sexy, like
Oh,
silk
yeah.
and nice to the touch. So I'm just saying. So I'm like, this can't be from a fan because it's like this ugly ass underwear that was sent. And then so I started getting paranoid if somebody had my address and was like kind of just start trying to like kind of be weird and later on be like, hey, did you like that underwear that I sent you on Amazon? And so what it actually turned out to be, I ordered an iPad cover and it said it was sent to me. And then I matched the tracking number on the underwear to my iPad cover. And Amazon switched out. Instead of sending me an iPad cover that I had ordered, they sent me ugly underwear.
Oh my God. So they made a mistake.
They made a mistake. Yeah. So it was an Amazon mistake. So I did send it back and request a replacement for that iPad. But
Now, you get to keep the underwear is the question.
Would I, if it were cute underwear, sure. Actually, I took a photo of it.
What'd you do with the underwear though? Like, did you send it back to them?
I put it back in the package. It was a package of 5 briefs that were extra large and cotton and quite ugly, like I said. And I was confused. I put it back in the package, and then the next day is when I matched the tracking number and realized where this had come from. But yeah, I first got like kind of paranoid, and oh, here it is.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see this underwear. Yeah,
let me make sure I don't show my address.
That looks like some.
Yeah. Here we go.
That looks like some gray grandma underwear.
Yeah, it was granny panties. So here's the pack. You can see the pack of underwear. Yeah, so it's a pack of like 5 briefs. Yeah, so I was like, who the heck is sending me underwear?
Yeah, I don't think you buy value pack underwear. You're not me. You don't. I haven't worn underwear in 4 years. Ever since I lived in Thailand, I stopped wearing underwear. But you probably don't buy value pack underwear. I feel like you get nice.
I was like, is my friends playing a joke? I mean, I'm like, nobody I know that would waste $5 on this for a joke. But yeah, exactly. So Amazon did make a mistake and they sent me underwear, but it did strike a little bit of paranoia of like, who has my address? Is somebody sending me weird stuff? And like, is somebody going to come up to me when I'm like live streaming protests and be like, hey, Tara, did you like that underwear I sent you?
That'd be creepy as well. So one of our your viewer, my viewer, Brad Oswald, he wants to know what kind of underwear you have on. Feel free to answer this how you want, Tara. Be creative.
I actually are fine. Probably too much information, but this is the T&A Show after all, and it's our late night session anyways. But I like intimacy because it's like very smooth, and then it is light to the touch, the skin, and it doesn't leave panty lines. So that's the type of underwear I like, because I think it's a lot more classy when you don't have your bra strap showing and your underwear showing. That's just
agree.
Me.
I agree. And I forgot to point out, guys, before I get into this question by Big Dog Bulldog, I am wearing a Chicago Bulls jersey in honor of Jussie Smollett. So this is for you, Jussie. I'm putting it on your Chicago team. So, Tara, did you see the news story about the 2 girls in Mexico that got beat up? Did you see that?
No, what happened?
So I interviewed 2 girls on my channel, doing a walking video a couple of days ago. And later that day or the day after, those 2 girls apparently went out to a nightclub. And there was a professional boxer from Canada, too, who was hitting on them. They rejected his advances. So he pretended he was going to leave, turned around, ran at them full speed, and then punched them both in the face each. And one of the girls has like a broken eye socket, broken nose, chipped tooth, has severe eye damage. And the other girl, she fell, hit her head on the floor, and has stitches down the back of her head.
Oh my God!
And so this guy, yeah, and what's crazy is like I did a live stream.
Talk about small dick energy. I'm like, oh, she rejected me, so I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah, basically, he's like, she rejected me, and so I'm going to make her look ugly. That was probably what was going on in his head. And the crazy thing is, literally, I did a live stream that day for about an hour and a half with my audience, and I was talking to them about like how men need to learn how to handle rejection. Mm-hmm. Because the way you handle rejection, if you handle it like a champ, you can always have a chance down the road with the girl that rejects you. But if you fuck up and you act like a dick, or you beg, or you cry, you act like a little bitch, you're out forever. This guy did that to the extreme. He literally assaulted, and he's a professional boxer. So
So so he's actually lethal, because the fact that he's a professionally trained boxer, like he's lethal when he attacks.
But the thing that really bothers me about the whole situation is that he's arrested in Mexico, and unfortunately here in Mexico, it's pay to play. So a lot of people who will go to jail, as long as they can pay the money to the police,
and he probably can afford to get out.
They look the other way. They just go, you paid us a couple $1,000s each. They're super thrilled. And so to me, the justice system here is way more corrupt than the U.S. I'm guessing. I don't think it's the justice. I think it's just the police force.
Yeah, these people, it's true. In like third world or developing countries, I mean, that's how it is in Thailand. When we got pulled over for, it's interesting with the when you rent a scooter over there, or a motorbike, they hold onto your license sometimes. But then when you get pulled over, they ask you for your license. And sometimes they set up this trap like immediately outside of where you rent your scooter, which is what happened to us and everything. We paid the equivalent of like $20 in bot, and we're like, all right, this was just like the fine that they set you up for.
Yeah, there's a lot of scams in Thailand that people need to be aware of, and one of those scams is like the jet ski scam, which is crazy. You go to Thailand and you go to rent a jet ski, and it doesn't look like it has any visible damage. But when you return it, they look underneath the hood of the jet ski and they find a little scratch. And they basically like, you caused this. Now you have to pay $3,000 at the shop to get it fixed. Yeah. And so you got to be aware of Thailand. Like there's that scam. And then you're right. The police, usually it's about 600 baht they try to take from you if they stop you.
We could definitely do a whole other session also talking about the different scams that Adam and I have experienced or know about from traveling. So
exactly. Scams and hoaxes. By the way, your live stream is killing it right now. I have, I think, 22 viewers on my pathetic live stream. And I think you guys, what's going on? 80 right now, something like that.
Oh, that's awesome. It's because they miss me, because I've been so silent on my channel for the last, because I've just been, my sleep schedule is so messed up. I've just been I plowed through 18 hours working on the studio. I'm redoing one of the walls. I've been sending progress pics to Adam about and this is where we're going to be sitting for our after hours. So some exciting things that are going to be coming up, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of in-studio work for 2022. Super excited, but we want to also start a VIP type of club, similar to the Mug Club, or Timcast does after hours. But after we do our T&A show, we're gonna, those who are members of our VIP club will be able to then join in and do and call us and interact directly with us. So I actually have another side of the studio that's going to be more of our lounge type area that's going to be relaxed. So we've got this set up where we're going to be at the desk doing all the formal reporting, news chatter, and then we're going to basically shoot the shit for after hours with you guys. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. So I've been very silent on my channel, just getting things done in real life to make 2022 an absolute kick-ass year. But I'm heading to Phoenix in a couple of days. There's the Turning Point USA is having a conference over in Phoenix, the America Fest. So I'm going to be in attendance of that, and super excited. There's a lot of people going to be there. And nice. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so I'll be back online churning out a lot of content once I get this studio done. I've just been obsessed about it. But Adam, I am going to have to wrap up with you because I'm about to do a interview with, you guys know Villain Report. So him and I are going to do an interview. It's not going to be live, but he will be posting that interview on his platform, on his channel. So that's Villain Report. So Adam, thanks for roping me in for a quick reaction to Jussie Smollett. And you guys post here in the comments, what are your thoughts about what should happen? What would be the appropriate, handling for his situation? I mean, the guy's guilty as fuck. So
guilty as fuck. That's right. Yeah. Also, one thing we need to do, Tara, which we'll talk to you offline, is on my YouTube channel now, and this is for you guys who are watching. This is a plug. I now activated the join button, so now you guys can support my channel by joining and becoming a paid member of my channel. And Tara, you got to do it on your channel too. So that way people could pay memberships, and that'll help us big time because as you guys know, we're very independent. with what we do. We're not funded by anybody, and chances are we're not going to get big sponsorships for a long time, just because.
I got a big sponsorship from Poem Daddy.
Oh yeah, you got one from Poem Daddy. I was about to say, wait, you got a sponsorship? Oh shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, if you
Poem
joined,
Daddy,
appreciate
my
it.
real life dad.
Your real life dad. But Tara, I'll see you in a week. Everybody
All
else,
right.
thanks for joining this quick live chat. And I'm going to go out and get drunk right now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Adios, chica guapa.